Greetings and welcome to The End. Last week, this week, and next week, the podcast companion to The End, the weekly newsletter that shines a light back on audio fiction shows after they've reached the finale of a season or the conclusion of the series. I'm your host and the curator of The End, Evo Terra. Let's get into it, shall we?
Last week.
The most recent issue of The End, the 48th, highlighted 8 shows in the season finales and finished series section, and 3 of them wrapped in the last few days. Shorthand Missile is a narrated mystery anthology from Matthew C. McLean. His second season, the Aggie McPherson Mysteries, reached the season finale yesterday, August the 2nd. That and the first season will take you about an hour and a half to listen to, and the third season, a collection of standalone short stories, is currently underway. The Priest, a dramatized fantasy adventure from Deer TV Productions, is fully complete as of July 31st. This show features a cast of diverse actors, including people of color, and you can listen to all 4 episodes in under 2 hours. Terrifying Lies, a narrated supernatural thriller from Craig Nybo, published the Season 2 finale on July 30th. Give yourself about 21 hours to listen to all 33 episodes. Season 3 starts in September, so tick-tock. And be sure to listen to the end of this audio file to hear the trailers or episode snippets for these 3 shows.
This week.
With every issue, I make 2 recommendations for great audio fiction I personally love. As with all things in life, your mileage may vary. The first is Tagged, a dramatized fiction tale from Sony Music Entertainment and Goldhawk. Now, I'll be honest, I enjoyed Tag. It's a top-notch production with high-quality actors. I just hated the characters. But, if you listen to the story, that's kind of the idea. Here's the trailer.
Do you ever think your life could be this awesome?
I never thought I could be this happy.
So you literally get paid to travel, is that it?
Yeah, literally. It's our job. We're influencers, travel influencers. Our account is called Where the Day Takes You.
A new fiction podcast from the creators of Passenger List and The Cipher.
There's this strange couple following us.
You guys have the perfect audience for this product. I'd love to tap into your followers.
They're not just following us, they're dressing like us, like exactly like us.
Oh, wow. Good numbers. Very good engagement.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling.
We need to know who they are. We need to go on the attack. We flip the script, and we follow them.
You're not getting away this time.
Please, keep your voice down.
Carly, just focus on the road and get home. And never do this again.
These people have been our
They're
shadows.
following us all over Europe, impersonating us.
Dad, I told you. Shit.
Carly, what's happening? Carly?
I'm left with an essential dramatic question.
What's that?
How well do you really know your wife? Have you ever looked into Trey's social media from the age of 18 to 21?
No.
You must be wondering, what did he do? Who did I marry?
Starring Jessica Plummer and Ben Hardy.
There's no such thing as legacy. Shit, in 100 years, people won't know who Kurt Cobain was, much less Mr. Beast.
Who the fuck is Mr. Beast?
They're right outside our door. What do we do?
Stay behind me. Stay there.
Sure.
Stay there.
My husband and I are in danger. Do you know who she is? Her real identity?
No, no one does.
How come he's not coming to your rescue?
Because he's a better man than you, Dad.
You really shouldn't have spoken.
A Sony Music Entertainment and Goldhawk production.
She's everywhere and nowhere.
So how do you meet her?
You have to be invited.
Tagged, coming April 1st. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts to binge all episodes.
If I were you, I'd go back home.
Or listen weekly wherever you get your podcasts.
We're travelers. We don't have a home.
Tagged is a complete story. Enjoy, or enjoy like I did, all 8 episodes in about 4.5 hours. My next recommendation is Goodbye Blue Mondays, a dramatized, absurdist sci-fi comedy story from Lovely Machine and Story Engine. This show is re-goddamn ridiculous, and I loved it. It's an excellent listen, with high-quality actors, and outstanding production, and a fabulous, if not absurd, story. Except for Jerry fucking Dingle. That'll make sense when you listen to the story, I promise. Speaking of that, here's the trailer.
Please be advised, this show contains strong language and references to human reproductive organs. It is suggested for mature listeners.
Oh my god, I won! I can't believe it! It's real, people! The retirement lottery is real!
Every week another winner. Every week another victim of the feminist industrial complex.
Do you really think Jerry has a winning ticket?
I think you might be a little obsessed with Jerry.
Well, he thinks this whole thing's a plot. The lottery.
To rid the world of men, I know.
It's ridiculous, right?
Blade's got a man on the inside, dude. The Johnson loyalists are everywhere. It's legit. This is a real ticket, and I am a chosen one.
Blade Johnson? God, you actually buy this shit? There is no way that ticket is real.
In a world in which everyone agreed God was real and gracious and good, it was inconceivable to Elliot that a human person as wretched as
Jerry fucking Dingle? The very definition of God's worthless creations?
would ever be a winner of the coveted Global Early Retirement Lottery.
You think guys like him would be a thing of the past, for Christ's sakes? He's 2054.
This is America. We love the past.
Especially as the weekly drawing, which whisked its lucky winners off to the retirement of their dreams, was the only thing Elliot looked forward to these days.
Thank you, Lord, for another day to remind me what an awful and merciless God you really are. I hope the world blows up tomorrow. Unless I win the lottery.
And now, let's play Lotto.
May you retire early and happily, y'all.
If Jerry Dingle did in fact hold a winning ticket, then maybe there was a way for Elliot to better his 10,833 and 9.8 billion odds of winning the coveted Global Early Retirement Lottery. Of course, that would mean he would have to
steal it.
Precisely.
Goodbye Blue Mondays. Coming soon to wherever you find your favorite podcast. Learn more at goodbyebluemondayspod.com.
Goodbye Blue Mondays has 6 episodes in the first season, giving you just over 2 hours of hilarious and fabulous entertainment. Season 2 is slated for April of next year.
Next week.
The latest issue of The End has 2 entries in the new season's coming soon section, and one of them starts up again in just a few days. The Strata, a dramatized sci-fi series from Mark R. Healy, starts its 9th season on August the 8th. The prior 8 seasons have a total of 50 episodes in them, providing you over 22 hours of entertainment. And a trailer for this show will play right after I say... And that's all for this episode of The End last week, this week, and next week. For these and the other audio fiction shows featured, highlighted, and coming soon that were included in the 48th issue of The End, including links to listen to the shows mentioned in this episode, please visit theend.fyi. I'm Evo Terra. Thanks for listening. Here come those trailers or snippets. Shorthand Missile.
The Case of the Hungry Ghosts, an Aggie McPherson mystery, and Shorthand Missile tale. Is this seat taken? Joe looked up from his copy of the Brothers Karamazov to the person asking. Of indeterminate gender, with a slight female cast, they wore a natty suit cut well to their slight frame. They were smiling with small, perfectly white teeth, a bob in their hair swooping down to frame their mouth. That was all fine and well, but Joel had picked the empty train car so he could read his book in peace. Too many people brought up thoughts about the failings of his life, and for a short period, while he traveled to his third-shift job, he just wanted to sink into the other world that Dostoevsky's work offered. Joel made a show of the compartment's vacancy by scanning it with a craning of his head. This circuit completed, he looked the stranger in the eye and stated plainly, "You can have any seat in the car." They smiled with just an uptick corner of the mouth, as if Joel's answer was pleasing. so I can. Annoyingly, they sat down in the seat immediately in front of Joel and turned to face him. He made a show of returning to the brothers, opening it so wide that he nearly broke the spine, lifting himself slightly from his seat and resettling.
Shorthand Missile, a narrated mystery anthology from Matthew C. McLean, has reached the end of its second season. The Priest.
Found what you were looking for. I got attacked while doing so. Mind clue me in on why it is so many people are looking for her?
Well, tell me, Roland, who is it that is the most important person on this side of the realm?
So you mean to tell me she is the next Guardian?
They won't ever catch the great thief Nora Bristol! Are you really sure you have to do this? It was a little bit of fruit. I'll go give it back and apologise. I really don't think this is necessary.
I wouldn't get too friendly with the priest.
What you mean?
I don't trust anyone who worships the Lady Reaper. Her real name is Melina. She is the goddess that resides over the fates, but mostly death. They say that she stands over you as you die, watching, doing nothing. They also say her priests are ones who come to you when you're about to die. They foretell of your death. Everywhere they go, only the dead are left behind.
Well, hopefully those gods will give you the power to stop that Kotal guy if he shows up.
Who?
Kotal? They talked about some Kotal guy.
500 gold. I hear you know a girl goes by the name Nora Bristol.
Yeah, I know her. Owes me a bit of coin she snatched out of here a while back.
I can pay 500 more if you can track her down and kill her. I, of course, will follow along to ensure you do.
I assume you heard.
Hear what? I don't know what you mean. This book is great, isn't it?
Go back up some cooking supplies, the ointment for your wound, and I guess any books that look to spark your interest.
I'm going on an adventure. I'm going on an adventure. I'm going on an adventure.
The Priest, a dramatized fantasy adventure from Deer TV Productions, has reached the end of the series. Terrifying Lies.
Do you have the itch for fresh stories from the center to the insane? From horror to science fiction? From fantasy to hilarity? Listen to the Terrifying Lies podcast, featuring stories and music from the tilted sideways mind of Craig Nybo. Each episode features a new story, amped up with professional sound design to get you right in the middle of the action. But stories don't just come in written word. Listen to a new original song from Craig at the end of each episode, each composition coming at you with a fresh narrative of its own. Catch a new episode of Terrifying Lies every first and third Friday of the month at high noon, with special lunar episodes at midnight on the night of every full moon. Subscribe to Terrifying Lies wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Terrifying Lies, a narrated supernatural thriller from Craig Nybo, has reached the end of the second season. The Strata.
Tenikoff, listen. Carver was making a lot of threats inside Blackhall, looking for vengeance. He was hellbent on it.
So you think he'll come after me?
I could almost guarantee you're near the top of his list. After all, you're the one who put him away.
You shouldn't have bothered coming to see me. I can take care of myself.
What is with you guys?
You guys?
I contacted Rust earlier today and he reacted almost the same way.
Rust?
Yeah, he's another one at the top of Carver's shit list. But when I warned him, he brushed me off. Told me he had too many other things to worry about right now.
Well, to be honest, this is all pretty vague. I mean, you don't even know for sure if Carver is alive, do you?
If there's even a slight chance he's out there, you need to be ready for him. The guy is dangerous. Considering the history between you two, I thought you would have realized that by now.
Look, Summers. If you really did come here to warn me, then I appreciate it. But one more deranged lunatic on the streets isn't gonna keep me up at night.
Oh, come on, Tenikoff.
You should go. Really, it's fine.
You think you're safe, but that might not be true.
Well, I know this much, Summers. One of us is risking their neck just stepping out on the street here tonight. It isn't me.
The Strata, Season 8, Army of One, starting January 3rd. For advance episodes, listen at patreon.com/beyondthedark.
The Strata, a dramatized sci-fi series from Mark R. Healy, soon starts its 9th season. And that's it for the additional trailers and snippets. Once again, I'm Evo Terra for The End. Cheers!